What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us again on this episode. Really appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoy this episode. Here today with Juju. How you doing, man?
Yeah, Big Ju. What's happening? How you doing, bro?
Chilling. Okay. So before every episode, what I like to do is I like to show like a sample of an artist's work, sort of who they are, to give you some, as the viewer, a look into who they are, some background before we get into the interview. So that's going to play now. If you would like to skip that and just get straight to the interview, the time code is going to be on screen here.
Nah. Don't skip it. You're not skipping my stuff. Don't skip my stuff. Don't do that. Nah, it's all good.
Kicks on the whip, don't scratch those. If she really wanna stay, she gotta play a role. Running up a couple numbers, now I'm striking gold. Niggas sticking to the past, tell them let it go. Steady winning, pockets grinning after every show. Crossover souffle with the finger roll. Big ball and shot calling, that's just what I know. Niggas hate me cause I'm fast and they be moving slow. Niggas wanna press me, but I'm really not impressed. Running out your mouth and now in pieces how you rest. So you walking like you never, then you're talking about your flash. Told my bitch to run the chest, she gave me neck, I want to say.
Whole lot of drip, whole lot of stash, whole lot of grips, whole lot of cash, whole lot of vibes, whole lot of stars, whole lot of cars, whole lot of bags. Know your rule, move out my way. I gotta get my fuck what you say. Cutthroat, lemonade, snatch your hoe, now she got slayed.
Crown me underground king. Only rock a pinky ring until I get a wedding ring. Gang up next on everything. If you got a problem, then you're gonna hear the chopper sing. Got a pretty brown skin, pure ting. All about a ching ching, flexing with a bling bling. Heard these niggas wanna rubble, let the bell ring. When I'm taking your whole city under my wing. Locks, chains, guap, gang, cars, planes, barker, gang.
We're back. So yeah, man, how you been? How you doing? What you been up to today?
Man, nothing much, man. You know, just trying to make the dream come true. You know, that's always been the number one thing. Just got back from Cali. Congratulations to my sister. She graduated from USC. She got her doctorates. She's the first doctor in the family, so I prefer her as the doc now. I usually would like to call myself the doctor of thugonomics. I'm not John Cena, but that's where I got it from. But she's the real doctor now. So.
Yeah. Is that University of Southern California?
Yes, University of Southern California. Yeah. Like,
congrats.
Like USC man. That's what it said when we went over there. It was like USC man. I was like, oh snap. All right. And you know, she did her thing.
Yeah. So, how long have you been making music for?
I've been making music since 2016. 2016 is like the beginning of it all. I would honestly say that it was earlier than that while I was in college, but yeah, nah. it wasn't as more advanced as it was now. So 2016 was when I actually first started, and I got my first taste of what to do in a studio, what a studio is like, all that stuff. So
So before that, it was just what, like an interest or a hobby, and then you took it serious in 2016?
Before that, it was acting. It was acting and being a professional MC. So I've been trying to get into the acting or entertainment world since 7th grade, 2007.
Damn.
And it's been a ride.
Yeah.
A lot of downs, then ups, but you know, that's the entertainment business. And then got picked up in high school to be an MC. So I started doing that because I was emceeing all the high school assemblies and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was so cool. It was so cool. And after that, moved on, was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and add a little more to my repertoire. And then music, being a music artist was that. So that's actually pretty dope.
And then was that started in 2016, actually adding being like a music artist to it?
Yeah, well, the MCing started in 2012.
Yeah.
So being an MC was 2012. So yeah, so you have me trying to get into acting in 2007, which then led to me wanting to be becoming an MC in 2012 in high school. And then 2016 was like, okay, I'm gonna do the music thing too. So, yeah, pretty fun.
Okay, hell yeah. So you've got some accomplishments under your belt, and I don't want to ask you to not be humble because I know you're a humble guy, but you don't got to worry about being humble. Could you say what are some of your like proudest accomplishments in life?
If I had a child, I would say it would be my child. but I don't have a kid. So honestly, you know, I would say one of the biggest things that I was able to accomplish. I don't know. I will say this. I don't think I've reached the biggest accomplishment yet. Well,
Yeah.
I could say one of the biggest accomplishments that I have gotten was I signed a sync licensing deal. My first ever sync licensing deal. And for those who don't know what sync licensing is,
Which is me.
sync licensing is basically for all my gamers out there. If you're a gamer and you hear all the dramatic music in the background, or if you watch a movie and you hear the music that they use in the background, like in the Fast series and all that other stuff, that's all a form of sync licensing. So basically, what they're doing is they're utilizing your music for their product, and they're paying you big money for it. So that's like the biggest thing that I have under my belt, that I can say that I have accomplished something.
Damn.
While still being home. I didn't leave. I stayed here. Because a lot of people think you got to leave all the time. But I stayed here on the island, and I achieved something great. And anybody can do it too. And this is the first time that I'm actually going out and announcing that I got this type of deal. So
Hell yeah.
it's the first time that I'm actually bragging about this.
That's hard.
I've never bragged about this. I've never talked about this ever.
Yeah.
Only those who know, you know. But if you don't know, now you know. So there's
Holy
that.
shit.
There's that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Damn. So you said that you have not accomplished the peak yet.
No, have not accomplished it yet. No.
So what does that peak look like to you, do you think?
In my opinion, the peak is. We're gonna get deep here, so bear with me. All right. For those who know me, you know I get deep. Pause. I think for me, I know for me, the peak will be me being able to give back to the island that raised me. That is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing. And no, this is not for some cheap pop. It's because I've been on this island for 20 years. 2003, I was a third grader, Makalapa Elementary, and 8 years old. And I moved here from Baltimore, Maryland. And I've learned so much being on this island. I've seen the growth. I've seen people arrive and they leave. I've seen it all. So being able to give back to a plethora of people that are talented, that are gifted, that have the ability to be something greater than what they think they can only be due to the lack of motivation or the lack of opportunity. That's something that I feel would be like the biggest and best thing that I could possibly do.
Yeah.
The giving back is the best thing ever.
Yeah. How do you think you'll go about that, giving back? What do you think is, I guess, like in your career field of entertainment, DJing, acting, all that like all-encompassing field, what do you think it looks like for someone in that field to be able to give back and like give people that hope and that inspiration?
I mean, well, first things first, you gotta get to that level. You know, you gotta get there first before you talk about wanting to give back. But then at the same time, giving back doesn't necessarily mean that you have to make it. You could give back even where you are right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do that, from clothing brands to mom and pop stores. There's a lot of things that we could utilize in our communities that could involve bringing awareness to.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't watched one of my music videos, the Box Out remix, even Dogs of War, a whole, the airsoft spot, that right there is a form of giving back. And I just went over there to talk to the guys and giving them full gratitude, undivided attention, learn from them as well. You know, that means something. Rocking clothing brands. Like, I don't know if you ever noticed in some of my music videos, I'm wearing at least a certain home brand that is like built on by hand, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an independent brand. I'm at least wearing something from it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, Upper Hand is one. The latest music video that's getting worked on right now, shout out Forever Great Media. I'm rocking, 99 Bricks. Shout out to them too. It's just stuff like that. And if you look on my page, on my Instagram profile page, at JujuTheQui, QUI, you'll see that I'm wearing certain brands, or I'm showing love to photographers and videographers and all that other stuff, man. That's a form of giving back. You're asking for their services, and how you gonna repay them? Well, I could do this for you, and then once you reach a certain level, you don't forget the people who help bring you up along the way. And there's a lot of people, believe it or not, that have helped me, and it could have been from the smallest thing, like the smallest, just a regular model. That's like, or a friend. Hey, I'll be in your music video.
Yeah,
I'll help you out. We can't take advantage of those type of people, because those people can only come once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
And thank you to them. Thank you to you guys, a ton for, being patient with me and believing in me enough to the point where, you guys actually want to either do music with me or, really believe in my vision and what I do. So thank y'all.
So what do you think, from your perspective, is like, are the steps that somebody who is in one of those spots where you said they might not have that motivation or the, I forget what word you used, the opportunities, what do you think like the steps are that they should take?
I think what you need to do is, before you try to, number one, you got to be honest with yourself. You can't put yourself in a position if you're not ready. For me, I felt I was ready, and I've proven I was ready. So for me to go out and look yonder into the country and find shows that I was able to be a part of, like the Spring Break show in and where were we at? We were in South Padre Island in Texas.
Damn.
Thousands of people.
Yeah.
And I was on that stage, had a blast. It was myself, my cousin, Wello. It was Jamarlo, Kate, DJ Milk from 93.9 The Beat. Shout out Oso. And, the guys of Artist Auditions, they helped put that together. As well as Clayton's. That was the name of the bar. And if you haven't been there, you guys got to go. Go on a spring break, or just go to any concert that's over there. You'll see what I'm saying. Man, that one scoured the ends of the earth to try to get that one. Mondo, New York City was another one. Went to New York and been a part of that. But a lot of this stuff you have to sign up for.
Yeah.
And some of them, there is a fee. Like, being honest, I've paid hundreds to thousands of dollars just to be a part of some of these shows and all this other stuff. And then you're not getting flown out there. You're flying yourself out there.
Yeah.
So, I say a step is to, number one, make sure you're ready. Number two, don't wait. Go out there and search. We have the internet. The internet is where I find majority of this stuff. Type in something like independent artist shows or stuff like that. There's plenty of them. There's the Underground Music Showcase. There's South by Southwest, North by Northeast, which is being held in Canada. There's the Treefort Music Festival. There's so many different festivals that anybody can be a part of, whether you're a DJ or an artist or whatever it is. And with the amount of artists that I do know, some of these shows are perfect for y'all. I just, of course, you got to be willing to want to do it.
Yeah.
You can't, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. So
Yeah.
you have to be proactive into doing certain things like this. You know what I'm saying?
So what would you say has been the hardest part for you in that whole process of getting the initiative and just getting all this? What's been the hardest part of that?
The hardest part, I would say, is... Man, I think the hardest thing is momentum. And I say that because when you do a big show, no matter what it is,
Yeah.
or we won't even, we'll go into something topic like sports. When you win once, well, I don't even think sports is even a good idea, but sports is a good idea. Or like gambling. Here, gambling. You go to Vegas, hit a jackpot,
Yeah.
or you're gambling. You get the right color at the color wheel or whatever it is. And I've never been to Vegas. and you get a win. You get that winning color, right? What is the urge? You got the momentum. Okay, I'm ready to get more. Then 1 goes into 2, then 2 goes into 3, then 3 goes into 4, and then you're like, oh, I'm really feeling myself. Then 5, and then 6, and then it goes on and on and on and on. And then sometimes, in most cases, you end up hitting the dead end, right? All your momentum is gone. Because it's like, dang, I done bet too much money. Now I done lost a majority. I just take what I have and I should go home. That's what it's like in the music industry. Like, that's what it's like now, being an independent artist. I could go do a big show in South Padre Island, Texas, thousands and thousands and thousands of people. After that, what's next? Or come home. It's like, what are you doing at home? Well, I got to make all the money back that I spent. I got to make all that back. So I got to put a pause on my career of what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I know what a lot of you are thinking. Well, Juju, you could actually... you could just do little stuff in your room no, I'm about perfection. And if you haven't looked at my Instagram profile and if you haven't looked at my music videos, that's where you go wrong. I don't want to just be some guy who's just doing stuff, and just doing stuff, and it's just so annoying. Like, I don't know. That's just my logic. So if my logic is bad, I apologize. Whatever I do, it has to have meaning behind it. It can't just be, oh, I'm just going to do this just to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to have meaning behind it. But yeah, I think momentum is the biggest thing. Because once you come back home, it's like, okay, now what? What's next? What can you do? Is there anything that you should be a part of? What should you focus on? So I think that's one of the biggest things, because people see what you do. And then I don't know if you ever noticed when somebody has like a nice outfit, like for instance, you could have a very nice outfit. You'll see somebody post about it. How many times have they posted about that nice outfit in that week? Multiple times, right? Because that's the best they've looked.
Yeah.
Now you go into like week 2, you're still reminiscing about it. Week 3, you still reminiscing about that outfit. Week 4, you still reminiscing. A month has went by. Now a month and a half, you're still talking about that same exact outfit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's cool to reminisce, but, you got to have something going. Like, I feel like any show that you do, you got to have something going. And for me, 2022 was that momentum year for me, because almost every month I had something going.
Yeah.
I had something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Before like COVID hit, it was like, ugh. But 2022, I kind of forced the momentum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, all right, I did this show in March. All right, or I did this show in February. Okay, now we got a show in March.
Yeah.
Okay, what about April? I don't know. May, we got something in May. Okay, whether it's a wedding, whether it's the club, it's like, I got something going now. So let's keep this momentum going. Now it's just like, so that's what it is. But I think momentum is like the hardest. Momentum is the hardest thing, and unless you have a solid team behind you, you should be good.
What type of a team do you have?
My team consists of myself, my manager Yvette, the Brody Caleb, and Upper Hand, Forever Great Media, 99 Bricks. Like, it's a lot of people, They're more family than a team. I consider them just strictly business. I don't care about the extra stuff.
Yeah.
But I think right now, if I'm being completely honest, the team is like, I don't know. I don't really know. It's still being built, if I could be honest. It's still being built because a team of people, like when you look at someone like The Rock, like Dwayne Johnson, he has a team, but they're only focused on Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
So in most cases, I've had people who I could be like, yeah, you're Team Juju, but they're also another team for other people.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is in most cases. And you can't get mad at them for wanting to put more on their workload. It was just, I feel like when someone is starting out and you're not used to doing certain things, you should keep your focus on something to see if you can handle the wide load of things. You know what I'm saying? It makes it much easier, less conflict, and less BS. So,
You said see if you can handle the what of things?
The load, like the wide load of things. Like, because for an artist, or anybody in general, even like people in like the government and all this other stuff, like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's not just, you gotta make sure this guy's okay.
Yeah.
If there's an opportunity out there, you gotta make sure it's best for that person. You gotta come up with different opportunities for them to get sponsorships. You're building a brand and you're utilizing someone as the forefront. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to put 3 people to be a part of one brand, you might as well just make them a group. You might as well just make them like, you know what I'm saying, like just a rap group, or a singing group, because you're trying to push them towards everybody towards the same thing, that have the same thing, but not everybody fits in those type of categories.
Yeah.
So the problem is you have people who are running one thing and trying to run another, and in doing so, because the first thing that they're worried about is what they created, that takes priority of me. Yeah. Which I totally understand. And I totally agree. But you got to be honest with yourself, So I would say don't put too much on your plate if you can't handle it. So right now, the team is getting rebuilt. Strictly just Juju team. Yeah. Applications are open. So, see what we can do and see if it works and go from there.
So now on the flip side, going back to a previous question, not this question, I asked what the biggest struggle was. And you said momentum. I might have worded it a bit differently, but on the flip side of that, what is the greatest lesson you've learned throughout all the years, do you think?
Save your money.
Yeah.
Save your money, man. Save your money. And use your money wisely. Use your money wisely. Everything that I did in 2022 was, yes, it was an investment into me, but it also was a struggle personally, because there's been times where I couldn't pay a phone bill. Yeah. There's been times where I couldn't pay rent. Yeah. There's been times where things caused issues personally with family, close friends. So you know, save your money and use it wisely. That goes with marketing yourself. That goes with what you buy, your wardrobe, all this stuff, man. You can make yourself look like a $1 million by going to Walmart and getting a regular T-shirt and make yourself look serious.
Walmart's got some good clothes.
They
I'm not even gonna lie.
Go to Walmart, Ross,
Ross. I buy everything from Ross.
Even the little mom and pop store kiosks, man. Go over there and go do that. And I'm saying that because that's what I've done.
Yeah.
And I did it, and it looks nice. Just keep up with it. Yeah. And not everybody has to know like where your stuff come from, you know. Like, but I don't care. Like, just watch right here. Walmart got some nice stuff. These 2 pinky rings from a kiosk. Home Depot.
Ross, right here.
These pants is from Amazon. I think the shirt was from Ross. Pants from Amazon. Shoes from, of course, like Foot Locker.
Yeah.
Hat from a locally owned store in Kalihi. You know, shout out to homie Dez. So, you know, like, that's what I'm trying to tell people. And no one would really know that. Like, I could walk down the street and be like, oh, he look important. But it's how you carry yourself. And it's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jack Harlow could literally walk around with a Aloha T-shirt, some jeans that he probably got from Walmart or Ross, and some shoes he probably got from Ross, and he still would be worth what he's worth. And it's still Jack Harlow, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know where he come from. Like, never judge a book by its cover, because the person that you think looks fresh to death, they probably shopped on Shein and got something. So, you know what I'm saying? They probably shopped on Shein, or they probably went on Amazon and got something. But I don't know. I ain't no advocate for them, but I'm just saying.
And then, like, on the flip side, even like billionaires and shit, the clothes they wear, they don't even you don't even like realize that they just regular clothes.
Man, billionaires be walking around with nappy haircuts and all types of stuff, man. Like, you'll never know that, because a billionaire don't gotta prove that they're a billionaire. You already know them by the name. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know exactly who they are, what they look like, what they do. They're a billionaire. They don't gotta prove nothing to you. Get your money up just like how they did.
They got nothing to prove.
They got nothing to prove. You feel me? And even millionaires be still having something to prove. A billionaire, they ain't got nothing to prove. So you good, man. Come on now. You think LeBron James walk around with $500,000 worth of clothes on? Like, I bet you 2 necklaces that you probably see in like the sportscast stuff he got from Walmart. Walmart be selling necklaces and stuff too. Nice little Cuban chains, small little thin French, Italian chains. Some things is nice too. You know, probably got some shoes that he been having for like years. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
It's not as what y'all think it is.
Yeah. Let's see just that a bit. Could you go into a bit on what each different skill set and part of your life means to you, in regards to like what acting means to you, what DJing means to you, what being an artist means to you, everything?
So acting's always been my first love. I love to entertain. All of it has something to do with being an entertainer. So I just love entertaining, and entertaining is the biggest thing. So for acting, for me, that's going to always be my baby.
Yeah.
Acting is always going to be my baby. I love to make people laugh whenever I get the chance to do all that other stuff. When I was DJing at one point, that was because I was working with a local DJ company, and I had to learn that skill set, which I have a more profound respect for DJs ever since I started calling myself a DJ. I call myself a press play pusher, because that's all I did. You know what I'm saying? I like literally that's all I did was press play, match the BPMs, and we're good. But it's such an in-depth science to it. Shout out my boy and my personal DJ Javi. You know, DJ Javi 808. He just won like this championship for DJing, and that man has from when I first met him to now has gotten better and better. No difference than the rest of the Upper Hand crew. But he won a championship.
Damn. Yeah.
So I that was that. Being a professional MC, that's something that I love to do. As I'm pretty sure all y'all can tell, I love to talk. You know, but y'all still listen. So, you know, but I love doing that. And then music, man, is just, I've been so passionate with music. I wouldn't give it up for anything.
Yeah.
I've been so passionate with making music and doing that stuff because like I said, I just see so much talent on this island alone, and throughout the world too. But I like to talk about this island. This island does not get the amount of respect that it does. And it aggravates me because although this island doesn't get the respect that it does, I feel like there's people on the island who should be given it the respect and should be given more opportunities to these young men and women who really work hard in perfecting their craft.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people come here for vacation. It's a melting pot. It's like a revolving door when you come to Hawaii. Like, you come here, you do what you do, you dip.
Yeah.
And there's a fresh group that comes in, then they dip. And another fresh. But it's like, we have to really start making statements and really start putting our foot down. Anytime, all the shows that I've done, when they say, where you from? I say, I'm from Hawaii. Wait, they got people out in Hawaii? They got people out in Hawaii like that? Yeah. Yes. But y'all don't pay attention because y'all only pay attention to Cali, Texas, Florida, Georgia, New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Probably hit other areas here and there. But y'all don't pay attention to what we got going on over here. You know? So, yep.
What do you think the key is to getting Hawaii that recognition in the artists, the up and coming, the younger artists, getting them those opportunities?
Well, first things first, the key is me. I am the key. But that's just playing off of my name, so that's not really the actual key. So I think what's it called? You know, we just got to start showing that there's hope. You see what I'm saying? We got to start showing that there's hope. I've done things that made people say, holy hell. People have done things that made me say, wow, like, I never knew you did that. Like, if you look at a guy like Osna, really dope dude, really dope producer, dope DJ, dope hype man. Like, if you look at him and you listen to the accolades that he has, you'd be like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not just him. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are so talented on this island, and understanding this island has their festivals like Major Raja, which is huge on the island. But I feel like, in a way, like, if they just did something to where, you know, you showed unity in other genres as well, reggae is always going to be there. Always. And I'm Jamaican, and I love reggae. But you also have other parts of the spectrum on the island. That's what's so great about this island. It's not just one, it is many.
Yeah.
People, sounds, all that stuff, ideas, clothing, everything. And you mean to tell me you can't do nothing to bring all of that together? You feel what I'm saying? You can't do nothing to have an event where all of that comes together?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me we don't have some of the most smartest people in the world, some of the most creative people on this planet that can't come together and work together and simply make one big event where every genre is touched, come on now. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, Major Rager, birthday bashes and all that stuff always is gonna be a thing. Forever be a thing. But you mean to tell me there's not one person out on this island besides me who has the same mindset like we could really do something where we combine everything all together? And I remember someone saying the reason why they don't do hip hop fest is because of fights. You have got to be kidding me. They be fighting at the Major Rages too, and there's a reggae concerts. You know what I'm saying? They one green bottle and it's a wrap. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. We have the talent. We have it all. It's just we're so stuck on, in order for you to make it, you gotta leave. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear and see that a lot.
Right? You see that, right?
A lot. I think there's a lot of people who, every single artist I talk to, they want to lift Hawaii up, but there is always, I can always like sense, and get the vibe from people of like how it's like making it big almost is implied that it's getting out of Hawaii.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of artists will say, man, I want to lift up Hawaii, I want to lift up Hawaii, I want to lift up Hawaii, but you ain't connecting with none of the people. That's my biggest pet peeve. Don't say that you're trying to lift up something and you haven't really done anything to really like, to push that envelope. Like I said, I've been here for 20 years. I was rocking with the Hawaiians, Samoans, the Micronesians, Filipinos, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese. Like, I've cool with all them, Jamaicans, blacks, whites, you name it. It doesn't have to be in a way of like, oh, go out there and go wash their car or give them a sponge bath. It has nothing to do with that. It's just I love what I do and I love to entertain. So I've done things to where I've helped make it easy for people. Like, there's been times where I have, I remember one time I literally bought a whole bunch of people shots just to get them inside of the club. I walked around Chinatown like it was a very, very risky thing that I did. But I said, look, if you come over to this club with me, I will get you a drink. I'll buy you a drink from my money. And I did it. It's just, there's so many things that people do. Like, people want to come talk to you. They want to like tell them, they want you to tell them this, they want to tell you their story. They want you to hear them out. Hear them out. Hear them out. Because these guys could be potential fans, and you never know who you're going to meet. So when people say they want to lift up Hawaii, which I've heard many, many times, yo, we finna take Hawaii over. We going to take over Hawaii. We finna do this. We finna do that. Dude, until you do something that's legitimate, and until you have a plan, and until you work with the exact right people, don't say you finna do anything over here. You know what I'm saying? Don't say that. Because I'm not finna go over to California and say, oh, we finna turn California up. I don't know who to talk to in California, so why would I say that? You don't know nobody in Hawaii, so why would you say that? And if you do know somebody in Hawaii, how much pull they got? How much gravitational pull do they have? You know what I'm saying? Do they know the right people to hit up when they need something? Yeah. I may not be the number one answer for all of these events and stuff. That is cool with me. I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, the fact is, who do you have that you can point out that knows how to work with the crowd, that knows how to get them going, that can crack a joke on himself and on people, and at the same time make everybody feel welcome? There's not a lot of people who can do that. Myself, Cool Dip, Chris Styles. That's all I know. And if there's more out there, I have yet to see it. But when you talk about legitimate MCs, like MCs, Chris Styles, myself, Cool Dip, Sugar. And Cool Dip was my mentor as an MC when he when he first picked me up in high school, and he taught me how to be on the mic and like professional wise. I mean, also shout out Robert Deb. He's the actually one who actually taught me how to talk on the mic and stuff. But he knows I give him his credit. Chris Styles, I've seen him in action. I've seen Chris Styles in action. I've seen myself in action like all the time. So you know, like I know those two guys alone would tear the house down just as an MC. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the honest truth. And if I'm wrong, and if you feel like you should be in that bracket, then you let me know. Simple as that. You know, I don't be trying to let the ego come out, but I feel like in most cases, if you don't want me to perform at an event and you want me to just MC because people like to keep me in a box, then at least get the right person to hype up the crowd. You know, so don't come over to Hawaii if you don't have the right pieces in play and you talk about you finna take over, because that ain't finna happen.
So what would you suggest, like concrete steps for somebody who might just be, for like an artist or a creative who maybe is saying they want to take over Hawaii? What advice or suggestions / steps would you give to them?
I'd say number one is just like have a plan. Of course, have a plan. Come here and know the scene first. You know the scene. Know your audience. I would rather work with somebody who's willing to cater to all audiences instead of just one. You know, like if I'm being personal, if I'm gonna take it personally for me, like I said, I would rather have events where all audiences come together. That's why at Next Door nightclub, where I MC at on Fridays sometimes or Saturdays, whatever, I would always try to put at least some local reggae in the club.
Yeah.
I would ask the DJ, hey, do you have this? Let's try to take it to the local route. You know, shout out DJ Neeks. He's one of the main guys who does it. I'm pretty sure everybody else would too, but, you know, sometimes you got to go based off the crowd. So I always try to do that.
Yeah.
And I love doing that because you got to show that in the club, man, you're also showing love to the people on the island too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the island has a lot of hits. So I would say know your crowd, and then, you know what you're trying to do and get the right people. Stop going to somebody, you know, who's only been on the island for like 2 years, 1 year, 3 months, and thinking that y'all are finna go ahead and make the biggest moves of the year. You're not gonna do that because you don't got the right pieces. Have the right pieces. Like, go to the right people. Learn about these guys. Shoot them a DM. Shoot them a text. Call them. Who cares? Everybody always wants to be approached. You got to learn how to approach other people, especially when you want help. You know what I'm saying? For y'all out there, my team approached him. He didn't approach me. I went to him because I feel like his platform is going to help me. And in return, I'm going to do my best to help his platform. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like that. You're going to constantly keep reaching out until you don't need to reach out anymore. But regardless of that, people that are in the business and in the industry are big dogs. They're reaching out to people too. You feel what I'm saying? If it's going to help their brand, and they can also help out somebody else's. Yeah. So if you're going to come out here talking about you finna take over and do whatever it is, like, you might as well wait in line, because a lot of people have said that, and I haven't seen nothing yet. I have never once said that I wanted to take over Hawaii. Never once said that. I said I want to build Hawaii up because Hawaii has so much great talent in music, acting, modeling, in creativity of clothing brands and chefs and all this other stuff. And they don't get the exposure that they're supposed to get. And it's aggravating and it's frustrating. So unless you're willing to help out all parts of the spectrum, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you might as well go ahead and find you another small town country somewhere else and go do that, because we have a lot of hungry young wolves out here, and you know, they're ready for the next step. So unless you willing to give that, and I don't know what to tell you.
So when you're talking about how you got to make sure you got the right pieces, and you got to make sure you're connecting with people and you're listening to people and talking to people. So what are the right pieces? And I don't mean like specific individual people, unless there are people you want to shout out, but what do you mean by that when you say to talk to the people? Like,
so what I mean is, if you are wanting to hold an event, right? First and foremost, I treat this the same way how I treat music videos. You gotta have the venue. If you know the venue and you ask them, hey, it's possible I can do this. Have your ideas written out and all this other stuff, right? Now you look at it in the form of how you want it to go, what do you need to do, how this happens, and this is where save money comes in, because a lot of these guys ain't finna do anything out here for free. Unless y'all are really close. And even the ones that I'm close to don't be wanting to do things for free. I'm probably like one of the only few who will do something for free for you if you're running tight on the ship and you don't have enough money, because I base things off of the event and all that other stuff. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? If you're throwing a huge event in a huge event and it's like you've already put down 10 G's, 15 G's, 35 G's, I mean, yeah, that's on you. I could be a prick and be like, well, I still want like my $1,000 or whatever it is, but I'm like, you know what? That's cool. Yeah. We'll put this in the tally mark, as like an IOU, because at the end of the day, I'm getting exposure from your event, which is what a lot of us need and what I'm cool with having. But, at the end of the day, like, you got to know who to talk to. And if you want a spot and you see a spot, don't be afraid to ask questions. And the worst that they can say is no. Come with a plan, come with all that stuff. Plan it out. Let them see if it makes sense. See what they got to do. And then don't be afraid to ask for help when you want to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there is legitimate. And stop trying to do events a month out or 2 months out. Sometimes it takes a year for you to plan something. If it takes a whole year for you to plan a big event, then it takes a whole year for you to plan a big event. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when people try to do stuff 3-4 months in advance when it's gonna cause, especially when you need more time to build it up. Unless every single day, every single minute you're handling certain business acquisitions or whatever, like, just wait, because sometimes you need permits for this stuff. Get the permit, and the permit really kind of takes a long time. Alcohol, what is it, the alcohol licensing and all that other stuff? There's that too. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of things you want to make sure that you do that don't jeopardize your name. You know what I'm saying? So and just tell people just to just be prepared. Don't rush it. Don't force it. And back from changing the batteries, making sure everything's good, recording everything. So I don't remember where we left off, but my next question for you to get to know, like, what drives you a bit is, what are your biggest values in life? Loyalty. Loyalty, number one. Especially nowadays. Loyalty is for some reason loyalty has become a sin. It's become taboo to a lot of people. And I feel like with what I do, you're gonna need a loyal group of people, fan base, team, anything, and then you got to be loyal to yourself. You got to be true to yourself. So loyalty is like the biggest thing I'd say. Who
would you say inspires you? Who or what inspires you?
Huh.
Yeah.
Inspires me, like, as a whole, like, the reason why I do this?
Yeah, who or what? So, because sometimes people say, like, they're inspired by people, others. Another way to ask this, which I just remembered it now, is what drives you?
What drives? Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
that's a better way to phrase it.
I think it's right now it's wanting to prove people wrong. This island really has taught me a lot. The fact, like I said, the fact that a lot of people feel like you have to leave to be successful is ridiculous. Look at Ro, man. He is doing the damn thing and did not leave and is still here doing the damn thing.
Yeah. Is that Row 808?
Yes, him. Look at Lickle Jordy. That man's been touring the country. Didn't leave. Fia, Johnny Sweet, Jasmine Nicole, Miley. These guys were born and bred here, and they stayed here, and now they're touring the country and have done shows outside of the country. Some of the DJs that I know, like Inspect, he's been going to Japan and doing his thing and DJing and stuff, and it's like, if people don't get it through their head, like, you can't always be selective of who's gonna make it and who's not, or what genre should, or what should make it and what should not.
Yeah.
If hip hop and rap are the genres that are making the Hawaii hip hop scene what it is today, then that should be something that's thought of. Like, all these guys talking about they working for all of these companies, iHeart, whatever it is, like, shout out to KTUH, man. Like, guys over there are playing our stuff, interviewing us. Like, it's just ridiculous to me that what should be played or what should be heard is always gatekept by people who think they know what they're doing, and they don't. Why is it then when I go to Arizona, they're playing all unsigned hip hop artist music? The DJs are doing this. Yeah. Now there's DJs who are playing, like Javi plays my stuff, Inspect plays my stuff, and I will never force a DJ to, play my stuff in the club, whatever. Sometimes some of these DJs, it's like they're untouchable or you can't touch them. But it's just, I go to Arizona, they're playing hip hop artists, like unsigned hip hop artist music. I go to California, they're doing the same thing. I go to Washington, they're doing the same thing. I'm going to New York. Of course, New York is doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, go to Texas, they do the same thing. They play music of people who are born and bred in their city, and they boost them up. And if they go, they go. I still remember when we was in Florida, they have a segment on the radio where it was like pass or trash, and they'll play the song. Yeah, they'll play the song on on the radio, and it'll be somebody you never heard of, or it's somebody that you have heard of, and they just say, "Yo, pass or trash. What do you think? Should we keep playing it, or should we not, or should we stop?" And it's such a good thing, and that's something that I feel like this island could do. But the powers that be, they don't want to do it. And if this is jeopardizing whatever future handshakes that I could have in the future, so be it. Somebody has to say something. I'm tired of everybody like being so scared to speak up. You know what I'm saying? Like, say what's on your mind. It's a concern, and it's a concern in the entertainment industry out here that needs to be fixed. Like, we're much more than a Hawaii 5-0. We're much more than a NCIS. We're much more than a Magnum PI. We're much more than a Doogie. We're much more than all of that stuff.
Yeah.
We have the people here. It's just, for some reason, there's nobody wanting to look this way. You know, and it's ridiculous, and I feel like it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. When you are when you're like 80 years old or whatever, and you're sitting on your deathbed, what do you think you're going to regret out of life?
Look, I'm gonna say it like this: if I'm 80 years old and I'm not in a mansion, I'm regretting everything.
Yeah.
I'm regretting that because I didn't put that effort forward. I'm going to regret that I didn't do what I had to do to make things happen right. I'm going to regret it all. Like, I want to live with no regrets.
Yeah.
I really don't want to live with no regrets. Everything about me has always been a life lesson. I've always been called a hardhead by my mom. Like, I really, my best friend told me the best thing, my boy 13, he said, he feels like I know the consequences. And I do the dumb stuff anyway, and then I get mad when I have to face the consequences. And I had to sit there and I thought about it. I was like, damn, that was pretty deep, but geez, God, okay, I guess that's me. And then I had to think about it. Wow, I really am that hard-headed. Like, bro, what is you doing, kid? Like, you got to make things easier for yourself. Like, for instance, going in debt. I know I'm going to jack this up, but I'm going to do it anyway. And the fact that I got to pay it back, I'm pissed. Because I'm pissed because I got to pay you people back for the mistake that I made.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, man, that's my, man, I don't know, 80 on my deathbed. First off, I'm planning to live to 100. I don't want to just stay at 80. So, I mean, I don't want to live with regrets, man.
Yeah.
Like, I have so many dreams and aspirations, and I have so many ideas, and it's not like once I reach this final idea, I'm done. It's like,
Yeah.
no, there's more and more and more, because I see things and I'm like, that would be great for that. That would be great for that.
Yeah.
That would be great for that, you know? So I don't try to, like, man, I don't know. I just want to be able to live with my life with no regrets. And a big regret I would have is if I stop doing entertainment and I go through life as the normal head-to-toe citizen. I mean, knowing that I have a lot left in the tank,
Yeah.
that would kill me. That probably would kill me at 80.
Yeah.
Because that would be the biggest depression that I possibly would have.
Yeah.
You know? I have this goal of wanting to, it went all black.
So, what type of like works do you have coming up, or any projects?
Yes. June 1st. Well, right now, Oh Yeah by my cousin Wello and I is out right now. He also just dropped the track 90s Baby, so make sure y'all go cop that on all platforms, as well as Oh Yeah. Shout out to the West Coast. That was the inspiration for that one. Gangsta Cookout, June 1st. You are invited to the cookout. So make sure y'all go ahead and cop that one. That also includes myself and Wello again. You know, I have so many songs I got to release. You know, so yeah, make sure y'all go ahead and cop that one June 1st. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody likes that track right there, Gangsta Cookout. If you've been keeping up with me on socials, you probably have seen that I've been teasing it. I've been performing the song at concerts and events, so now the song is officially about to be out. So there you go.
Yeah. What about live performances? Any of those coming up soon?
Live, man. I'm working on them, man. Like, that's the hardest thing as well, too, even with being on the island. It's very difficult to try to get on some of these stages.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to try to get on some of these stages, and we gotta, I mean, as a whole, Island, man, in the promotion and the entertainment scene, I honestly would say we have to do better. We got to stop trying to like force a narrative and actually be true to what is in our surroundings.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're going to shoot a commercial, show different variations of people. Stop showing the same variation all the time, because we do have people who come here of different races, different cultures, and they want to know what to do. And you know, commercials at the same time are very deceiving as well. If you go to the hood and you see a hood commercial, it's for people in the hood. You know, if you come over here and you see a certain commercial that is pigmented majority of, you know, a certain nationality and certain race, then that, you know, people are gonna think, well, they probably only want them. You know, you gotta dumb it down for a lot of people. Show them that everybody can be a part of it. You know, you may not have to say it, but a lot of people don't think it because they don't see that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say just like try to make things more the variety or that you're spreading out or whatever it is. I'm messing up that whole line there, but you know, just try to reach out to more people. You know, reach out to a broader audience. There you go. Reach out to a more broader audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Zippies, but I doubt I probably would be in a Zippies commercial. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'd probably be in a 7-Eleven commercial before a Zippies. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So, as we're running down on the time, closing, like nearing the end of it, one thing I always like to ask is, if you had to leave our audience off with one thing, like one message or anything, what would you leave them off with?
Oh, that's easy. I'm going to look dead at y'all and tell you, man, just be yourself and be original. You know, be yourself. You know, like, you're talking to a dude who rocks a freaking padlock around his neck. You know, like, that's just me.
Yeah.
Of course, the inspiration for those who know, because you know I'm a wrestling fan, the first person I seen do this was John Cena. So, you know, and I think someone showed me that other artists have done this before, rocked like a padlock on their thing. But it's about being different, and it's about being yourself. This is me. This is the type of guy that I am. I like being me. I rap fast and I be me. If you look at my album, the Key album, which is out now, look at the names: Honda Guinea, Sprite Milk, Jolly Rancher Lightsaber. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at all that stuff and you tell me if that's not me. If that's something that I just try to make up just for a cheap pop. No, that's exactly who I am. So be yourself and don't be complacent. Shoot farther than where they, meaning the outsiders, expect you to be. You know, you're much more than what you are. You're way much more than what you are, and you can be even greater, but you have to put in the effort and you got to put in the time. Don't wait on nobody. Do your research, look things up, find out what else can happen around your city. What can you do? Take your time with everything. Everything doesn't have to be rushed. What is it? Quality over quantity? Yeah. The whole thing of that quantity is better than quality is ridiculous. Yeah. And I blame TikTok for all that. I don't even like TikTok, but I blame TikTok for a lot of things where people are doing more. Content is basically just you in your bedroom, whether it's messy, clean, or whatever, and you're just doing whatever you can to, like, you know what I'm saying? If you go on TikTok, you look at somebody's page, look how many times they're wearing the same clothes and they're posting. Trying to beat algorithms and stuff, and y'all wonder, and everybody wonders, why don't you do it? Because I don't want to do that. That's not what I do. What I do is I take my time with my product. When I have the product, I release it and I market it and I push it. And I push it so that way it can beat algorithms and be in the mix of everything. Yeah. And of course, use your hashtags, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but you guys, you know, you are much more than what you're thinking you are and what you portray yourself to be. So go ahead, dust yourself off. Don't be afraid of failure. Failure is gonna happen. I failed. Get up, dust yourself off, move forward, become a better you, and you will be just fine. And who knows, maybe one of these days, because of you being you and you being original and you being yourself, the success that you've been digging for is gonna be right there waiting on you. So don't stop, keep going. Stay 10 toes down, stay loyal to yourself, and just keep going, man. Keep going, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. There's so many life lessons I could give to everybody because I've lived it. You know what I'm saying? I've lived a lot of these things, and I've learned my lessons, and I can literally tell people what to do and where they should go.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, yeah, that's my lesson to you guys. And Juju always loves y'all. I love you. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me. It means so much to me. And if you're tuning into this, thank you for tuning into this one and giving my man here, his dues due, because he's doing his due diligence, and he actually wants to hear from people just like you. So make sure you guys hit him up. If you got something to say, let him know, and I'm sure he's gonna work with you with it.
I appreciate it. For people who might be like driving or something right now listening to this, could you say your social media handles and like where to find you out loud?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start from the top. My name is Juju. That's JuJu. Make sure you add the period at the end. Please ensure you add a period at the end. Always add a period at the end. There's too many Jujus in this world, but there's only gonna be one me with a period at the end, because that's that. So you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and also on Snapchat, which I swear I'm barely on. All of it with the same at name, at JujuTheQui. That's JujuTheQui. Okay, so that's Instagram, Twitter, Snap. You can also find my music on Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, Napster, iTunes, Apple Music. You can Shazam my tracks. You can do anything that you want. I'm also on YouTube. Type in the same name. If my name doesn't pop up, type in one of my songs and you'll be able to find it. Make sure you guys check that out. I guess what else? Oh, Next Door Nightclub. I'm over there on Fridays. Fridays. Hopefully see you guys the first week of June. First Friday, we're going up again. May 28th, we got a pool party, actually. I don't know if this is going to be out by that time.
May 28th, you said?
Yeah.
It will. What's today?
What's today? Today is the 20th. 8 days.
Yeah, it should be out.
It should be?
It'll be out for one day.
Okay, cool. May 28th, we got a Wet Bunny pool party. Shout out Fuego ENT. They're doing their thing with that. Make sure you guys go cop some merch from Upper Hand Clothing, 99 bricks. Guaranteed clothing. Support local. Keep your head up. And yeah, I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can see you guys at the next show. Make sure you guys tune in because I posted my story a lot with everything. So make sure you guys go ahead and get that. Like I said, new music is out right now. Oh yeah, featuring Wello. That's the big cuz. He also dropped 90s Baby. Make sure you guys go cop and all that. And Gangsta Cookout. You invited to the cookout June 1st. Make sure you guys go ahead and grab that.
Sweet. All those links are going to be in the description. So
It's a lot.
yeah, right now, if you're able to, don't do it if you're driving. Wait till you get back. But that needs to be the first thing you do when you get back.
Oh yeah, and music is also on TikTok. Music is also on Amazon. Music is also on Facebook. Music is also on Instagram as well. So if you have a song that you like, just type it in and do a little dance to it, and I'll give you something for free, like a T-shirt or something. I don't know.
Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate everybody who listened. If you made it this far and you liked the interview, if you took something from it, we're glad that you're able to just enjoy it. Love making these. It was great sitting down with you today, man. I appreciate your time, Juju.
And stop holding grudges. I'm tired of some of y'all holding grudges, okay? If somebody did something to you in the past or did something wrong in the past and they're showing that they're changing and they're being a better person, give them a chance. Stop holding grudges. You're not doing anything but making your own life miserable. The world is crazy as it is. We don't need more crazy people out here. So if you see somebody changing how they used to be from back in the day and they're doing it for a better purpose and doing it for them, stop holding grudges. Give them a congratulations, pat them on the back, and move forward into positivity with them into the next realm. Jeez.
Hey. Hell yeah.
Good Lord. Life's too short for y'all to be angry all the time.
Well, whatever day you're watching this, have a good day. Make it to the weekend. It's coming up, drink some water and
Drink plenty of water.
Yeah, drink water. All right, have a good one. Appreciate you.
Thank
See
y'all.
ya.
Peace.
Sweet, man. Hell yeah. That was a great one.